right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Harakak Wadash. All right, double honor to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. It's the brother Azariah here with the Pittsburgh GMS camp. What I want to go into today is, basically forsake the foolish and live, right? It's what the scriptures say. And of course, I'm in transit. My videos have been more in transit lately, as you can tell. Hopefully that's all right. I've been studying a lot more, going into the Hebrew now that I got these Hebrew New Testaments and different things, Ben Yehudis and all that good stuff. And I've been kind of trying to translate these scriptures. It's getting easier and easier the more I go into it, but it's not always easy, and sometimes it takes a while. And so that kind of gets in the way of some of my sit-down lessons. I was breaking down 1 Corinthians, I think that's chapter 7, a certain verse in there, just for some edification. But the last word that I got to, I couldn't find out what that word means. I have an idea, but I need to ask some other brothers, so I'm having to make another video. I was planning on that being my major video of the week, and being edifying, but as I said, more study is needed, so I'm going to have to go into it further. Get Salakia, merge right here. But, okay. So, so with that being said, I'm making this video here, all right, and like I said, what it's going into is forsake the foolish and live, right? So the reason I'm going into this topic is because we're entering into the days here coming up, right, where you're going to have more and more things start happening to Jake, more and more things are going to start happening in 2/3 of the house of Israel, right? And we've all got family members that are not in the truth. Whether they be parents or brothers, sisters, whatever the case may be. And they're going to start needing help with certain little things, overwhelmingly so, like a lot of help. They may have, for example, they may have kids and need somebody to watch them twice a week, maybe even once a week. And they may not have the money to pay that person to watch them. That person may have to watch them overnight, whatever the case may be. And that could possibly interfere with you having, it's gonna be enough for Jake, to keep their own stuff situated, much more to be trying to help yourself and to help your family members that may be of the 2/3 club, And so it's like, you're going to have to come to a point where you forsake the foolish and live. And of course, living goes into, the knowing the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay, that's ultimately what living is, The scriptures are the ways of life. So that goes into living, but the point I'm trying to make is, it's going to be enough trying to gather up that oil, for yourself, then to be trying to spread it all thin and help everybody else. The scriptures talk about the 5 wise virgins and the 5 foolish virgins, right? And what did the 5 wise virgins tell the foolish virgins when they came looking for the oil? He told them what? Hey, go to them that sell and buy. Go find your own oil. You see? Hey man, and I'm finding it exceedingly, I'm finding time exceedingly what's the word? Short. I'm not able to spread myself out as much as I may have used to in the past. It's like, I gotta work, I'm headed to a trip now. I gotta work. I need to study. I've been doing the Hebrew, I need to make my videos. Here it is lately, now that I've been studying, more now so than I feel like it may used to have been. Now I'm making my videos later and later in the week, because throughout the week I'm studying, And then, I thank the brother for doing it. The elder of our camp has also given us study questions on some extracurricular. So I got those study questions. I got my Hebrew studies. I got my videos. I got work. I got my wife. I got this. And so it's like everybody outside of that. And first and foremost, we got the brethren. We got the brethren because I ain't gonna say first and foremost, but as equally important is the brethren, because the brethren are like our extended family. What Yahweh Shah said. Yahweh Shah said, "Behold, my mother and brethren." Who are my mother and brother except them that do the will of my Father, right? So they are more your family. The family in the truth is more your family than your outside of your immediate family. If your mom not in the truth, or whoever, sister, brother is not in the truth, then your brother and sister in the truth are really more important than you spiritually. Now, of course, take it all with a grain of salt, but I'm just going into, pretty much the mindset, okay? Forsake the foolish and live, right? Because times are coming, like I just quoted about the five wise virgins and foolish virgins. Time is coming where those foolish virgins they're just gonna have to suck it up. Oh, you didn't get the oil, all right, and hey, man, we're gonna have enough trying to get our own oil than to be trying to flip backwards. If they can't get it, then forget them. They can't get it, then forget them. Now, I'm not commanding people to, completely forsake, their mother, because that wouldn't be scriptural. But as far as like the time is coming, you can't save your mom. You can't save your mom, your sister, brother. They grown. They got to make their own decisions. The spirit power of Yahweh Shah, because he runs everything. So, they don't come before the truth in doing what's right. You see? You can't love them more than you love Yahweh Shah. That's why the scriptures say, them that hate not, brother, father, mother, sister, husband, wife, whatever the case may be. If you don't love them, less than Yahweh Shah, so to speak, if his word does not come before what they may want you to do, then you don't love the Lord, okay? Because ultimately you got to go back to what the scriptures say, to what the Lord would want you to do. So if I'm trying to go into an example without being too specific, but let's say you have a female family member, okay, who has, of course, because we all minister to our family members, who you told about the truth, who you told, okay, you showed them through the scriptures, like, okay, sex is marriage. You showed them the concept that the Lord puts forth, that once a woman has sex with a man, that's supposed to be her husband. You show her all these things, and then you show her also the scriptures, which are plain to understand, like the one that says, okay, if he be pleased to dwell with you, then don't leave. Okay, but then she felt like, well, I don't just like the situation. He not beating me, but, I'm stressed out and blah, 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 and so I'm leaving. Okay, at that point, you don't need to be the person going and helping them to move into the next guy's house. I'm gonna help you move into the next guy's house, and I'm gonna do this to make you comfortable over the next guy's house. No, I'm not partaking in your adultery. That's on you. Let him help you do that. You see, and I'm just I'm just trying to, to paint the picture. I'm not about to be partakers in your adultery because you know better. You saw the scriptures, you know better. So, whatever. But if you stranded, how come? Yeah, you stranded somewhere, sure. Hell yeah, you need to borrow some money. If I got it, all right, whatever. Especially, you ain't got no gas or there's something important. All right, whatever, cool. Here you go. But as far as when it comes to spreading yourself too thin or breaking the commandments, no, forget all that. That stuff's out the door. So, it's basically what I'm going into, man. Just forsake the foolish and live, man. Because we're coming in those times where these people are going to be calling on you more and more. And they're going to be your family members. And you're going to be in a position where you're going to have to be able to say no to certain things. You're going to have to be able to say no to certain things in your walk in the truth, and taking that and looking at your household is going to come before, okay, what they may want you to do, or what they may feel like they need you to do, what they may actually need somebody to help them with. Because the Lord's about to bring judgment out. The Lord's bringing out judgment. So, you know, they may not have nobody else to watch them kids. But if you leave, then your household is gonna suffer. It's gonna make things harder on you and yours. Because you want to look out for somebody who's don't have your best interests in mind, you know. When they don't remember when they actually get some money to, hey, you watch the kids, here goes some money for you. You see? But you missing money on your side, or this thing is going unattended on your side. You know what I'm saying? Because you stuck out your neck to help them. Now your house is in disarray or needs attending to, and you ain't got time because you spent that day watching their kids. You see? Forsake the foolish and live. We got our own shit to do. We got our own stuff to get together and work on. And if they ain't in this truth, then it's pretty much coming to that moment where it's like, fuck them. You ain't in this truth, fuck them. You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. Hey, because I learned the hard way, okay? And people close to me learned the hard way when it came to trying to step in front of somebody's judgment. You can't step in front of nobody's judgment and stop what the Lord wants to do to them. If the Lord's jacking somebody up, and then you step in the way like, oh, I'm going to try to stop this and I'm going to try to help you, the Lord will jack your ass up. So you got to be able to discern, okay, you know what? Maybe the Lord's doing this for a reason. Let me not get involved. Let me just let them, you know, hey, that ain't got shit to do with me. That's definitely that's the mode I'm in. You know, I'm not trying to be like, you know, just like completely heartless or no shit like that. You know, Salaki for my language, or nothing like that. I'm just not trying to just be completely heartless, but at the end of the day, it's like, look, those times is pretty much here, man, where people is gonna be getting murdered, bro. You know, the Lord is opening up a can of kill ass, not whoop ass. He's opening up a can of kill ass, because he's about to kill 2/3 of the house of Israel, man. It's about to be mass death. And hey, like the brother put out that one video where the lady was on the workout machine, okay, and she was using it wrong and she fell on the ground and he just kept on minding his business and pumping iron. It's about to be them days where it's just like, oh shit, hey, I gotta keep it moving. You ain't gonna be able to save everybody that get ganked and get chopped and get stabbed and get raped, and hey man, you gonna end up getting fucked up yourself trying to hop in the middle of that shit. And that's it's heartless. You know, it's cold, but it's fair, man, because the Lord's about to start opening up judgment for people's wickedness, man. And all we can do is keep our head down and pray that we ain't worthy of that judgment, and just keep it moving like, damn, Lord, shit. Hey, Lord, keep me away from that. Of course, we're going to have compassion and be like, damn, but you got to get it in your mind. You can't help everybody. You can't save everybody. You can't, you know. That's just the times we in, man. The Lord's gonna destroy this place. You can't save every animal. You can't save every person. You can't. It's just you're not Yahweh Shai. He's the deliverer, not us. All we can hope is that we be worthy to be delivered. You see? So yeah, I just want to do that quick in transit. You know, I'm pretty much made it to my destination. You know, Lord willing, it was edifying. I may go back and throw the scriptures in on top of this, or you know, maybe add something later if the Spirit is on me to add something else. Hopefully, I hopped into all the scriptures I need to put. I guess as a closing scripture, I'll quote, you know, that, or I'll talk about that situation in Esdras. Okay, in the book of Esdras, where Esdras was asking the Lord, like, you know, as he saw the judgment, he was just like, well, dang, Lord. Moses prayed for the people and stopped the plagues from killing them, and you know, Abraham and these different people prayed for the weak, and you spared them. So why won't you do it now? And the Lord said, look, man, that time, that world that was then, which is the world we currently live in, that world was for many. But the world that is to come, that world is for few. Okay? So, roughly paraphrasing, basically what the Lord is saying in that passage, in that scripture, is, look, man, that was then, this is now. This time, if they ain't right, I'm killing their ass. Ain't nobody hopping in the way and stopping it. It even tells you, nobody's going to be able to prevent them that have overcome, and nobody's going to be able to save them that are going to be judged. That, once again, roughly paraphrasing. So that's the times we in right now, man. You ain't going to be able to save 2/3, okay? Man, that would have been a good part right there. Turn around here, go around, try to catch one of them. But yeah, that's the times we in now. The times we in. Ain't nobody finna stop the judgment. We're coming upon the 2/3. Okay? And ain't nobody gonna be able to stop the salvation of them that overcome. And it's all predestined by the Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. So all we can do is hope that we are part of that number of the righteous that will be saved. Alright, so with that, once again, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Harakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations that are hopefully elect. Hey, I pray you, Akim was edified. With that, I'm going to say Shalom.